And we are live. We are the little red sign is up there and everything says we're live. So I guess we are. Anyway, welcome back to another workout. As today is February 15th, 2023. A little later than usual. Got home a little late, but we're gonna go try and fight the good fight on the treadmill again today. And we'll start as we always do, putting the iPhone in the stream, and we'll weigh in. Let's see where we are. And it didn't hold it. One more time for posterity. There we go. 220.4 to start out. We seem to be stuck on 220.4, 220.6, but whatever, it's okay. Switch that back to front. Take him back out. Time to get shoes on. It's the Mr. Rogers neighborhood part of the show. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Hi, neighbor. Got my shoes on. I'm gonna tie our shoes. Over here on the weight bench. Nice and tight. We're gonna get our workout gear on. New workout gear today, guys. Something different. Ooh, we're in orange and black. Look at that. We're in orange and black today. Big old heavy sweat thing, hoodie, sort of, kind of sweat deal. Workout gear. We'll just go with workout gear. How about that? I can get it down. Somebody came in, but then they left. Go figure. Looky there. Our Oklahoma State gear on. So we got everything. We got our headset. We've got our mobile device for some tunes. We got our phone. Let's head on over and see what we can do today. We'll put you back. And we're out. Making the big turn to the recreation center, to the fitness center, fitness room, whatever we want to call it. Getting to the treadmill. We're almost there. Gonna walk across the grass now. It's kind of dry. Got some kind of notification. Didn't see it though. All right, heading in, turning on the lights. Gotta make sure and get on the correct Wi-Fi for optimum frame rate. It sure does like to default to Cox Wi-Fi for some reason. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too painful. Get everything in position. That's weird. System update. Okay. Good deal. And I just got a notification from YouTube. Something. Vaughn went online again. Chemical spill in Ohio. 4 hours ago. No, that's the one. It's the one he already did. Never mind. He just changes the titles. It's frustrating. Okay. That was weird. Yeah. It keeps going in and out. It's really weird. Okay. It's okay. My frame rate might suck. Not much I can do about it. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, and we're walking. Pop that up to 3.3. Pop this up to 2.0 incline, and we're walking. Hi, Revolver Bernie. Says Return of the King. I don't know about the king. I'm the walker. See how we do today. Starting out a little tired. We'll try to push through. As you can see from my scrolling message, I got a strike today on the sniping channel, on the Lindsay Borden channel. So I appealed it, and my appeal was denied. I say the exact same thing every time I appeal, and it's worked 2 times and failed 6 times. So I don't know what the deal is. Apparently on YouTube, you can get punished for what other people say on your streams. Even though you have when you're reviewing someone, and you have a clear banner up that says, I don't endorse medical misinformation or any of his bullshit. Apparently that doesn't matter. And you tell a real person that's what you're doing, and they just don't care. I think they just fail them. I don't even read the damn thing. So I'm about worn out with that. What's the point of even bothering to offer a service where people can watch on and comment freely? It's just going to continuously give me struck. We'll get tired of it. So we'll take a week off and we'll figure out what we want to do after a week. I don't suppose anybody else will step up and stream his Odyssey stuff. Oh well. I know Father Jay has been posting some of it, but he doesn't allow live commentary. He just records it and posts it. So, anybody can watch it. I like that we can sit there and comment about it while it's live or while we're restreaming it. We can actually sit there and chat about it. It's part I like it. It's part of it that I like. But they're not gonna let me do it, so that's that. Oh, hello, Blue Lamp. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Привет, Blue Lamp. Cocktail. I'm not in a good mood today, so I've actually stepped up the speed to 3.5 and the incline to 3.0, just to work out some frustration. If I hurt my calves, I'll feel better about my channel getting struck. I guess I'm just pissed that the appeal process doesn't seem to matter at all. The bot catches some keywords. They send it to Strike World or whatever the hell they do, and then you have to appeal it to get a human being to look at it. And judging on the amount of time that they looked at it, they didn't really look at it. Certainly didn't watch it. I'm like I just said, not in a great mood today. So I'm walking harder than usual, burning calories at a little higher pace. And I'm going to take out my frustrations on this treadmill. How are you? Oh, you said I'm good, sorry. I'm on about a 17-minute mile pace. So I'm usually a little under 18. Definitely walking brisker. We're going to burn some more calories. Might not be able to talk as well as I usually do. A little more out of breath because I'm going faster. But hopefully it'll pay off on the scale at the end. We'll see. I'm also getting a little frustrated. Starting every day at 220.6, 220.4, 220.6, 220.2. I don't eat anything all day. Now I eat some dinner after I get off here. So maybe that's, but I weigh myself in the morning, I'm like 198. No, sorry, 218. I don't know how sitting at my job is making me gain weight. I don't get that. But oh well. It is what it is. It's a plateau, apparently. Maybe we'll just have to push through a little harder to get off the plateau. We'll look at it that way. Bumping up the incline is going to really work the calories, I think, today. Already feel it in the calves a little bit. Fat Daddy says, have you noticed better bowel movements since eating better and exercising? I've noticed better bowel movements since that colonoscopy. Holy cow. Stuff goes right through me now. That is, I was a little, had some trepidation about getting a colonoscopy, but boy, I'll tell you what, I'll recommend it to everybody. Because first you take the prep, you take all the laxative, and you feel like you've pooped everything out you've eaten for the last 20 years. Then they go in there with a probe, and they actually suction anything you missed, so it gets all those nooks and crannies completely cleaned out. And I tell you what, it makes a difference in your health. It makes a big difference. I had my first one at 56. Wow, I feel so much better. Yeah, I will recommend a colonoscopy for Big Larry since he has troubles pooping. You won't have any trouble after that. But we all know that stuff. They talk about stuff living in your colon, your intestines for decades that doesn't get absorbed properly. It kind of builds up in some of those folds. They clean you out, man. And I mean, it does make a big difference. So thank you for asking. I have noticed better bowel movements since eating better and exercising, and especially with the reset that the colonoscopy did. Because good bowel health is important. First thing the nurse always asks you: are you pooping good? Are you moving your fluids? How's your bathroom going? First thing they want to ask you. Now they've moved on from that now, and I want to check my heart. I've got an appointment on the 22nd, which is I think a week from yesterday, or maybe a week from Monday. 22nd anyway. I get to go and get an ECG, electrocardiogram, and get fitted for a 48-hour harness where they measure my heart 48 hours. I take Metamucil every day for healthy poops. Yeah, that works. I don't know about healthy. It sure makes them liquid. I took Miralax for lots of poops. 24 doses at once. A whole bottle in a half gallon of Gatorade. Can't recommend it. Rather explosive results. The funny thing is they put you on they make you take a double dose of Dulcolax first, and then an hour later the Miralax. I tell you what, Dulcolax doesn't mess around. Your tummy starts roiling and it's going to come out. You better be near a toilet. Dulcolax is nothing to mess around with. Trust me on this. About 3/4 mile coming up on. Your number files. I'll have some stats for you here in a second. It's going to be right at about 13 minutes. 13 minutes, 1 second. 75.75 miles. 77 calories. So calories are exceeding our miles today. Fat Daddy says, I wonder how accurate ECGs are. I was sent to the ER after a routine doctor appointment because he thought I may have a heart attack with my ECG results. Same day I took a stress test, healthy heart. Yeah, stress. I got you. I think so too. And thank you, Jello Shots. Jello Shots says, keep it up. Appreciate the encouragement. I think what happened is when I came out of coloscopy, oh my gosh, when I was getting out of anesthesia, when I had the colonoscopy, I am having a harder time talking. When I got out of surgery, I had a little heart arrhythmia, and the guy doing the colonoscopy freaked out about it to my GP. So now they're ordering tests. He did an EKG in his office, had weird results. He came back in and said, well, according to this, you're having a heart attack right now, but I can see that you're not. And it did show you had normal sinus rhythm, which is really what we want to check. I think he's on a wild goose hunt, and they're probably going to wind up billing me about $2,000 for more tests. I mean, don't find anything, you're healthy, great, that's all nice, but I'd rather not get billed for $2,000 for a bunch of tests that I don't think I need. But, I'm not a medical professional, so we'll go do this ECG and a 48-hour heart monitor thing. I think they said you can't shower when you're wearing the damn thing. That would be fun. Start stinking pretty good after that second day. Pretty sure they said no showers. We'll have to sponge bath like little Irby does. Thank you, Jello. I will keep it up. I'm keeping it up faster than usual today because I'm a little pissed off and I'm going to take it out. Fat Daddy says, see, I have world-class health care, and I wonder if they do this shit because it's guaranteed money. You tell me. They billed me $1,800 for the colonoscopy, and I thought those were supposed to be covered once every 5 years. But because I did the poop on a stick test, which Fat Daddy I'm sure you're familiar with, you're into pooping and stuff, the old Cologuard, and it came back with the positive for blood in the stool, which could have been a number of reasons. And they order a colonoscopy, and now I got to pay for it. So, you guys about my age, getting up there in the 50s, if your doctor starts talking about colon tests, just get the colonoscopy. Get your insurance to pay for it. You get one every 5 years, I do believe, or 10 years, something like that, as a screening. Do that. They try to sell you the Cologuard. Sounds great. You just poop on a stick and mail it in, but then it comes back with some sort of positive, and now you get to pay for a colonoscopy, and you don't want to pay for a colonoscopy. All right. Fat Daddy says, I've never had one. I'm 43, and I'm at the age where I need to start worrying about that. 50, I think, is where they start talking about it, but maybe 45. Anyway, if they start talking about it, colon cancer screenings, just get the colonoscopy. They put you out. It's not invasive. No pain after. No, the prep sucks. I'll admit, the prep sucks. But, if you can stand to sit on the pot and poop for about 8 to 10 hours, I recommend the colonoscopy. Coming up on our first mile, big mile marker. I'll have the numbers for you. It's going to be way quicker. All right, first mile. It's going to be 17 minutes and 14 seconds. We burned 103 calories. So we're on a 17:14 pace. So the machine says 17:08, but that's probably because I bumped it up in the middle of the first mile. Yeah, definitely breathing harder today, but we're moving faster. I put about another 10% on the speed. I put another 50% on the incline. We're going up way faster. So thanks for being here. I might not be as talkative today. I did see, I couldn't stream Vaughn today, but I watched him and saw that their channel 1 got taken down because they were being so incredibly racist. But the backup channel 2 continued. So that's interesting. People were reporting channel 1 and not channel 2, I guess. I went over and reported the other channel, but it finished up. You'd think YouTube could tell they were mirroring on 2 channels and take them both down, but oh well. Fat Daddy asks, Todd, I saw you once say you're gay, unless it was a troll. Does your gay superpowers detect gayness from J-Dubs? Yeah, my gaydar doesn't really go off with him now. I don't think he's gay. I think it's fun to poke at him and act like he's gay, but no. My gaydar says negative. And Kat is here. Hi, Kat. Says, I think I just burned negative calories at work. It's a hurry up and wait day. I guess I got paid to sit. I get paid to sit most every day, except when I'm checking in parts or putting up freight. I do daily freight almost every morning. I have to get jobs together and put them on a cart, roll them out for a tag. And sometimes pretty heavy stuff. We do dump trucks and big 2 tons and all kinds of big brake shoes and hardware and brake cams. There's some heavy stuff I got to deal with. When I got to do, when you got to do 8 drums on a dump truck. I got to put that on a cart and get it out to the tech. That's some work. Those drums weigh a solid 75 pounds a piece. But I'm not going to be one of those guys that sits here and says, I work hard. I don't work hard. I have a mostly white-collar job. I do my job. I do it well. I'm efficient at it, but I don't work hard like somebody that does manual labor, and I would never claim to be. Did you hear that, Father Jay? I don't claim to work hard. Never have. I work a lot of hours, but it's intellectual work. It's typing on computers. It's being there to order stuff when it's needed. Mostly white collar. Fat Daddy says, I drove through Oklahoma a year and a half ago. Beautiful state in some parts. I'm from Michigan. Absolutely is. I have spent 2 summers in Michigan, Fat Daddy. Up by Traverse City, the Interlochen National Music Camp. Did 2 summers up there when I was in high school. Got to go up to the Grand Hotel on Mackinac and played a concert up there. Some of the best high school and junior high musicians in the world flock to that place in the summers. I was there in 81 and 83 were the 2 summers I did. Played in the World Youth Symphony Orchestra and the top jazz band up there. Lots of neat stuff. Fat Daddy says, I love Traverse City. Yep. Sleeping Bear Dunes is cool. And of course you got to go up to the island for some fudge. That's a must. We called all the tourists fudgies. My favorite city in Michigan, probably Ypsilanti, just because I like to say Ypsilanti. And when I drove up there the second time, I did go with a friend to a Tigers game at Tiger Stadium. And let me tell you, Fat Daddy, your women curse worse than men. Fucking Tigers, come on. Fucking Tigers, come on. Never heard anything like that. Grand Hotel is like 1,000 a night, yeah. It's big time, high class. I would never, I couldn't afford to stay there when I was there. I did get to play a concert there. And Fat Daddy says, I went to Ypsilanti yesterday to buy a car part. I could have helped you with that, see? I looked it up for you. Nobody goes to Ypsilanti by choice, right? I think it was on the main interstate on the way to Ann Arbor when I stayed up there. The main east-west drag through Michigan, as I recall, went right through Ypsilanti. Live just south of Detroit. So you're a South Sider. So you know what I'm talking about, Tiger Stadium. Fucking Tigers, come on, you fucking bago lick. From the women. Unbelievable. I hear a Red Wings hockey game is quite an experience too. Haven't had the pleasure yet. You can hear it now, fucking Red Wings, come on. Cats, the fudge is pretty good on the island there, absolutely. Still think the beer and hunting in the UP is better than the fudge, though, yeah. That just seemed to be I just remember that being a thing with tourists going up and getting the fudge. And I also remember collecting cans for the deposit. It was as big as like 10 cents for aluminum cans. So on our day off, we made money. That was back in the early 80s. I don't know if they still do the cash for cans thing up there. We also did an activity called tooling. Tool meaning to fool. And we would throw a penny behind one of the fudgies to see if we could make them look. Stop and look. Called it tooling. I don't know if that's still a Michigan thing. I remember it was, the weather was just gorgeous. They're close to the UP in the summer. On Interlocking Lake and Duck Lake, on the shores of Duck Lake. The Comfort Doll's here and asked me, can you protect us from the Oklahoma octopus? The one in the lake down by Muskogee? Is that what you're talking about? The big blue one? It's kind of a tourist thing. No, that's a whale. You'll have to explain to me what the Oklahoma octopus is. Not real sure what that is. There is one. There's a tourist attraction. I know there's the big blue whale. Will there be a snipe? Blue, if you'll check my scrolling ticker down there, I got a strike for Sunday's stream. Frickin' J-Dubs must have flagged me. And this time my appeal was denied. So I can't stream for a week. I won't be sniping anything this week, unfortunately. And I'm not very happy about it. That's why I'm walking faster today. I pushed more, put more incline on it. I'm taking it out on the treadmill. Yeah, I'm not a happy camper. I'm really not happy that I put the same thing on every appeal, and 2 out of 8 times it worked. The list of mythological monsters of the USA. Haven't heard that one come for dull. Sure, I'll protect you. I think you're going to need a lot of protecting. About as imaginary as Vaughn's gods. Hey Blue, you'll be happy to know Von Helton, James Paul Von Helton 1, the channel, got taken down midstream today. The backup channel, James Paul Von Helton 2, continued on. But we did get his main channel knocked. Got a strike on it. I hope it's the one that already had 2 strikes, but I haven't checked yet. Comfort Bell says, yeah, I hate how YouTube is so hit and miss on enforcing TOS. Yeah, I've literally put the same appeal 8 times and been successful 2. So you tell me. I tell them every time. I review these other channels. I link the channels. They say the stuff. I've got a big banner on my channel that says I don't support it. And myself and my audience are commenting on it. We're on your side. But we're just exposing this content. And I always tell them, and by the way, the content you're flagging me for is still up on your service. It makes no sense. It's whatever. It is what it is. I don't want to go to Rumble or Odyssey or some crap site to snipe Von Helton. After this week's up, I'll figure out what I want to do. But I can just continue to make channels. It sure is annoying. And once I do that, I lose the entire contents of the last channel. So I was trying to build a little bit of an archive. Can't. It gets flagged down too easily. I just want to know how J-Dubs, gets the service he gets. I think he's the only one flagging me. Unless some of Father J's people are doing it just for fun, fuck with me. I hope not. But I sure get flagged a lot. Oh, we just hit 1 3/4 miles, right about 30 minutes. Fat Daddy says start taking karate classes and challenge Vaughn to a ninja competition. Well, I'd have to take ninja classes, ninjutsu anyway. And I did quite a bit of Taekwondo back in college, into my early 20s before I was in the Air Force. So got enough background I could probably hold my own with Vaughn. Not that I could kick over my head right now. That's why we're trying to get this spare tire off. And Comfort Doll adds, yeah, Fat Daddy, Vaughn will claim that as a threat. Good point, says Fat Daddy. Yeah, whatever. He claims everything as a threat, and I don't care. If me saying he's lucky I didn't go in a panel where a lot of people didn't know Vaughn is a threat, okay. He had no context on that comment at all. They were reviewing some Vaughn stream or somebody nobody around here knows, and I was just saying he's lucky I didn't go in there and tell those people the stories about him. That's what I was getting at. Could have been, it wasn't necessarily just me. Anybody that knew Vaughn that went in there would have exposed his ass. That's all I was saying. If you saw more of the conversation there, you would have seen it. Comfort All says, Vaughn is a coward who wants desperately to be a bully. Yeah. And Fat Daddy said, oh, you were in the Air Force. Nice. I was in the Marines. Oh, thanks for your service, Fat Daddy. RE1 with VA benefits. And unlike Vonnie, yeah, I got out RE1. A1, I want to say A1K. That was my separation code. Basically, you did fine. Come back. We'd love to have you back. I was in from 91 to 95, stationed at Offutt in Omaha, Nebraska. I was in the Heartland of America band. It's one of the better bass bands. One as good as the U.S. naval, U.S. Service bands, but up there, good players all through. So yeah, I was a musician. Was never issued a weapon. 97 to 2001 for you. Yeah, and I'm probably one of the few people in the military who never issued a weapon. Because my basic at Lackland, I can talk. BCT was doing ceremonial. I was in the drum and bugle corps there, and all we did was march around, do formations, and provide music for the ceremony, which is at Lackland's huge because it's a joint base. There's a lot of ceremonial activity. Comfortall says I wanted to join the Air Force to be a jet mechanic. Couldn't pass the visual. Yeah, that gets a lot of people that want to be aviators. It's very strict. You have to have really good eyesight. I'm not sure it's like that anymore. So much technology now. I bet that's been relaxed quite a bit. But I don't know. I've been out since '95, so I certainly don't keep up on things like that. Coming up on 2 miles, guys. Have those numbers in a minute. I'm really sweating. I'll tell you, this faster pace, we're burning some calories. Yeah, it was 1980. I think things have gotten better on that front. Certainly have for females who want to join the Air Force. It's a lot fairer. Almost 2 miles. It's going to be a little over 34 minutes. Our time at 2 miles is 34 minutes and 6 seconds. So we're on a 17:03 pace. 209 calories per. Just over 7. We're about a 17-minute mile because that first one was a quarter of it. I was on the slower pace. I'm going to say we're doing a 17-minute mile. And 3.0 incline. So we're rising in elevation. We've already done 304 feet in elevation in 2 miles. It's 150 feet a mile. That's what 3.0 means, apparently, 150 feet per mile. I can sure feel sweat. And of course, this thing's thicker than the ones I usually wear. So we're really going to build up some sweat today. Stay tuned for the way out and see me take this sweaty thing off. That'll be very attractive, I'm sure. Oh. 8.2 laps already. Feels like we just started. Comfortall says it's both frustrating and amusing how Vaughn and J-Douche weight shame other people that they are heavier than and in worse shape. Absolutely. But yeah, they gave me some additional motivation along with my type 2 diabetes diagnosis to get busy, get to exercising. So at least they did that. And Fat Daddy says, take a nice giant Vaughn and wipe your J-dubs before you weigh yourself. I don't think I'm going to have to, but thank you. It's the thing, I don't eat anything during the day. I have a tiny cup of oatmeal at about 7:30 in the morning. And I even eliminated the oranges. I feel like they were doing anything for me. I should probably eat some sort of lunch, but I just haven't figured out what. Maybe I'll start getting some yogurt. Yogurt would be good. I'm sure Fat Daddy's a big fan of yogurt for keeping things regular. Yeah, probiotics and all that. Are you a big fan of yogurt, Fat Daddy? Do you recommend that? Greek yogurt? Lots of acidophilus or whatever the stuff is in it. Keeps you regular. Promotes the good bacteria. Yuck, hate yogurt. But it promotes the good bacteria. You want that good bacteria down in your bowels, you know, for healthy poops. Good yogurt for healthy poops. Just gotta watch out on yogurt. They add a lot of sugar in there and sneak stuff in. Like Vaughn's Go-Gurt. Put a lot of sugar in that crap. That's for kids. Lots of leafy greens and fruit is all you need. There you go. Try and eat minimal dairy. Oh, yeah, good idea. I do eat a salad usually when I get home. Been using the iceberg lettuce. I think I'm going to switch to a cabbage of some kind. Yeah, some taste better than others. When we talk about the yogurt, absolutely. Absolutely. For my salads, I tend to put baby carrots, slices of cucumber, and cherry tomatoes. Loaded up with that stuff instead of the croutons and bacon bits. I'm going to make healthier choices there. Raw mushrooms, delicious in there. Ones you can buy in the little bowls and uncooked mushrooms. Perfect in a salad. Delicious. If you want a little protein, you can hard boil an egg, cut it up in there, give you some good protein. You make salads with spinach, kale, and arugula with some ham and avocado oil for dressing. There you go. I do probably do bad on the dressing. I like the Catalina or French dressing. Find the light stuff, and I try not to use very much, is the trick with me. So it's a big ratio of greens and vegetables, not very much dressing. Just enough to get a little bit on each bite. I used to shower in that stuff. I've gotten a lot more disciplined at not putting much dressing on my salads. Comfort also says my dad liked tons of veggies in his salads, like radishes, raw zucchini, red onion, cucumber, etc. I just got a notification from James Paul Von Helton on Twitter. Dumbasses, that was like 4 hours ago. Give me a notification. Now I hate you, Twitter. I hate cucumbers. Oh, I like them. I just thin cut them on a mandarin cutter. I always envied the dad of my older sister liked all veggies. I haven't really found any I don't like. I love okra, fried okra. Frying is probably not very good for you. Not much for Brussels sprouts, although I've never really had them in front of me. Don't think I like them. And I'm not a big fan of squashes. Squash is just the texture. I don't like it. It's too gooey. Cooked squash, I'll go do all day. I don't much care for sweet potato fries. I'll eat them. Love broccoli, celery, all that good stuff. Need to make a big chili. Get some of like the leaner ground beef, or maybe even some of that miracle meat. Make me a chili. Fat Daddy says, 4 years ago I lost 30 pounds in 4 months, eating only meat, eggs, and greens. But man, I had gas. Tell you, there's the way. Comfort All has said, I never liked most greens that are cooked. I love spinach, wilted spinach, like steamed. I like that texture, I don't know why. Probably because my mom served it a lot when I was young. That's probably why I like it. Some salt, pepper, little pearl onions. Good going at Fat Daddy, yeah. 30 pounds in 4 months. I started this journey at 235. Now I'm right at 220. And going for hashtag 200 by March. I think including this one, we have 15 more walks, maybe 14. I don't salt shit, high blood pressure. Yeah, I'm on some blood pressure medication now, but mine wasn't terribly high. I take one 10 milligram pillow in the morning. Knocks me down to 120/80, just about perfectly. Yeah, Blue, I started at 235, which was back towards the end of January. At least that's what I weighed in at the doctor's office. Now, I did have a coat on, so it was probably more like 230. But I do have a baseline of 235 in the doctor's office. Fully dressed with a heavy coat on. My coat might weigh 5 pounds. When I started with the walks, you were 224.8. Yeah, we'd done some goodies. But then, like I said, I was doing some barbell work. I had already started watching what I was eating and had been walking some. I just finally decided to start broadcasting the workouts when J-Dubs and Vaughn were making fun of me for being heavier than them. Especially Vaughn saying I'm not quite Todd-sized. J-Dubs calling me a fat fuck every other day. That's when we started this. Comfort All says my mobility is an issue. I'm starting physical therapy again, so that could help. Yeah. And Fat Daddy says he's talking steroids and getting swole, creating muscle faster than losing fat. Yeah. Taking steroids, yeah. I have been mentioning this men's clinic thing. They do some steroid work. But we'll save that for at least March. We'll start some weight training to go along with the walking. Let's just get down to 200 first. Hashtag 200 by March. Hashtag 200 by March. Man, this thing's making me sweat a lot. I'm pissed off about my channel, so I'm walking harder. Talking about illegal drugs again. Yeah, you know me. I was a school teacher too, so call Oklahoma schools. Yeah. You want the number? I don't know it. I don't even know what that is. Like I said in a secular stream, I guess you could call the OSU Board of Regents, but I really don't think they're going to care since I left OSU in 2007. Fat Daddy says, in all seriousness, I'm on testosterone. It has improved my life drastically. My wife probably wants me on a lower dosage. Yeah, I've been considering that. The Tulsa Men's Clinic. They know how to dose it. Hashtag 200 by March. Hashtag Todd is killing it. There you go. They also treat people, just feel fat and lazy and get you some more energy, the low T thing. And I'm sure now J-Dubs will make fun of me, or somebody in Father J's community will make fun of me for saying I've got low T, but dude, I'm 56 years old. I'm going to have lower testosterone than I did when I was young. That's natural. Thing is, nowadays, we don't have to just take it. We can go to clinics that specialize in this sort of thing, and they can dose you stuff to make your life better. Just like Fat Daddy's saying. It's really not something to make fun of. More guys my age talked about it. We'd have a lot more better feeling and more active guys my age. Alpha man, they like to say. Down here in Red Country. I guarantee J-Dubs has low T with his lifestyle. Same with Father J. I'm not going to say that about Father Jay. I would say it about J-Dubs. And Blue says, I've been tempted, but the fact that Corky takes testosterone makes me not want to take it. Yeah. And Comfort Doll adds, I suspect Vaughn and J-Douche never had much testosterone in there, probably. Well, that's, it's fairly new thing. Again, once you pass 50, yeah, you lose it. It's stupid to make fun of people for saying they have low T when they're my age, because they do. Everybody does. So, I've kind of plateaued here at 220. Might go down there and see what they can do for me. Help lose some weight. They advertise some things on the radio that I can't recall the names of the shots, but they say they know how to dose it and they know how to make it work. So might be worth a shot. We will see. Right now, we're just going to walk and try to lose some weight today. And we're walking fast, guys. We're on a 17-minute mile pace with a 150 feet per mile ascent. And Fat Daddy says, since I've been on testosterone, my work performance has improved, along with everything else. Men with low T are always tired, have trouble concentrating, depression, etc. It improves on all that. Yeah, brain function too is an important part of that. Keeps your brain more active. I sit in a room by myself 10 hours a day. I could use a little mental stimulation. And Comfort Doll says, in all seriousness, hormone variations are normal, but if adjustment helps your life, I say go for it with medical supervision. Exactly. Do it the smart way. 20 years ago, we all went to, when people 20 years older than me, 20 years ago, would just go to GNC and buy a big thing of whey protein. Didn't have any idea what they were doing. Now we've got specialists popping up all over the place. Happy to take your money, of course, but some of them, they've got enough testimonials like the Fat Daddy there to tell you it does have some effects that are good. Coming up on 3 miles, 2.89 now. And you got no mental stimulation by sniping Vaughn today. Yeah, I know. It's actually, again, people can make fun of me for doing it, but it's kind of something to keep me going through the day. Sit there and broadcast Vaughn, and we can sit and chat about what stupid shit he's doing. And yes, I'm at work, but I have periods sometimes of hours where nothing's coming in right now. No new jobs. Guys are all busy. They're lined up for a while. And I'll have hours of time at work. We love the snipes. Yeah, I love doing them. I love chatting with you guys during the snipes. That's my favorite part of it. I would just record them and post them if I didn't enjoy the interaction. And Fat Daddy says, well, my testosterone is low because all throughout my 20s and my early 30s, I used steroids. Yeah. Competitive strongman, gotcha. It was very stupid. My body cannot make its own testosterone from years of abusing steroids. I hear you. Well, I'm glad you found something that's working good for you. And Blue says people rely on them. Well, I'll be back in a week. We'll see what we do from that point on. I'm sure it's frustrating going to the effort just to get flagged all the time. You would think Vaughn and J-Dubs would appreciate the free publicity, but apparently they don't. Coming up on that 3 mile mark, 2.99. I have those numbers for you. It's going to be about 51 minutes. And our 3 minute mark is 50 minutes, 59 seconds. Ha, gotcha. 315 calories burned. How far up have we got? It's going to be about 450 feet or so. 461 feet. So we're a skosh over that 150 feet per mile. 47:42 remaining to walk. We might get to 600 calories today, guys. Like I said, I'm pissed. Taking it out on the treadmill. I'm walking a lot harder trying to vent some of this anger. We're getting flagged again. I'm tired of it. Come on, YouTube. I'm doing a public service here. I'm showing people on your platform abusing your TOS. Hey, YouTube, I'm doing your work for you. And you keep striking me? Come on, dude. You should be listening to me every time I link those channels in an appeal. Shut the fuckers down, but you don't. In fact, the very stuff I get flagged for is still up on their channels. Really annoying. Wonder what they say in an appeal. They're the ones saying this stuff. Comfort Doll says wall cows like Shanny and Vaughn think they're famous, but I don't know anyone in my real life who's ever heard of them. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Not that I would share them with anybody. I work alone, I live alone. I don't have a ton of people to share them with at this moment. But I wouldn't anyway. Crystal Water has come in. It says, has Vaughn or Gisela even responded to your workouts yet? No. And you could say Toad, I don't care. They did not, other than saying they don't give a fuck. I think J-Dub said, I don't give a fuck. And Fat Daddy adds, I stopped watching Shanny about a year ago. Me too. Once they got to Pennsylvania, they just got bored. Same. Really not interested. And I don't have anything against Carrie or the people that are taking up that mantle, but I just don't find them at all interesting. They don't have the fortitude to even exercise. They are lazy fucks. LOL. Yes, they are, Crystal Water. Especially J-Dubs. That guy is 300 if he's a pound. I know he says he's 6'1", but he is fat. And eats like a hog. I've never seen anybody eat a Whopper at home, get on a bus, and go to McDonald's and eat 2 burgers. Order 2 burgers there. Stuff those down his throat. But what do you gotta be thinking? And yeah, Comfort Doll says, yeah, I have stepped back from most of the lolcows. Me too. I do like watching Perry every now and then. I don't watch his streams of my own, but I like it when somebody reviews them. And Goddamn Podcast has introduced me to a couple people I might start watching too. Lou says, where is the Dexter-like serial killer who only goes after lolcows? Yeah, where is that guy? Oh, my goodness. We're up. The machine says we're burning about almost 400 an hour. It's a good pace. Heart rate's 132. Kind of expected that. Probably going to stay up there. So we're walking so much faster than usual. 44:22 remaining. I feel good. I feel like we're going to make it just fine. I do feel drenched inside this Oklahoma State heavy sweatshirt. Blue says, damn moral compass. Should be me. I'm not going to sing a stupid pop culture reference like J-Dubs. I would sing it like it. It's gonna be me. Have you guys seen, I've been talking about J-Dubs actually has amusia, which is where it's people that can't even, it's not tone deafness, it's that he can't even recognize the contour or shape of the melody. Like if you're singing like happy birthday to me, has a shape, right? Da, 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 da. And J-Dubs would hear it and sing, happy birthday to me. You guys hear it, right? It's not just me. Happy birthday to me. That's amusia. That is the inability to recognize the shape or contour of a melody. It's a real thing. It's a real disorder. It's something's not wired in his brain correctly. It's similar to like dyslexia would be in reading. In music, it's called amusia. And he just can't repeat a melody back. Fat Daddy says, I'm actually taking my RV this summer to Lake George in New York. It'd be fucking hilarious if I ran into J-Dubs. Fat Daddy, all you have to do is go to Panera Bread and sit there for an hour. Guarantee you he'll be by. Obsessed with Panera Bread. Oh, let's stop the tunes for a minute. Take this off. We'll chat instead of listening to the tunes. I'm tired of the tunes. And yeah, Fat Daddy, I love Panera Bread. Who doesn't, right? Good soups there. Comfort Doll says, I was always surprised at people who are great musicians but can't dance. There you go. It's to be quite the dancer in my time. Still do some in the musical theater when I get cast. They don't make me do much anymore, but I took tap when I was a little kid. My mom was a dancer. And so I was always the one little 3-year-old kid in the group of 3-year-old girls until I was about 7 or 8. Can't remember much of it, but I can tap a little. I can do a basic time step. I can do triplets. I can learn tap routines. And as far as just like musical theater dancing, it's not that much. Most anybody could do it. I miss soda and ballroom dance, says Comfort Doll. Yeah, great exercise. No kidding. Ballroom dance, boy. That can get into some stuff. That's what my mom did. She taught ballroom dance. Had to take her classes when I was a teenager. That's embarrassing. Taught ballroom dance at a church. Fat Daddy says, I'm not surprised. Pavarotti was an amazing singer. Something tells me dancing not so much. Probably not. Probably not his forte, if you will. Comfort Doll says, I can't find anywhere that has it here for adults. Yeah, I've looked for a long time. The only dancing I do now is just choreography and shows, and that's not much. When I'm in the ensemble, obviously more. As a lead, you don't have to do a ton. My last lead was, I think, Mamma Mia. And I was one of the dads, and I had a number with Rosie, the big chick. Take a chance on me. Tada is here. Hi, Billy. So were you a happy boy Sunday? Were you a happy boy Sunday? Oh, about the strike? No, not happy about it at all. Hi, Gray Alien. Welcome. And it says at Blue, head to Kentucky and let the dark passenger take over for a bit. Fat Daddy adds, I hear twerking is great for the glutes. I'm sure it does. I'll let you know if I ever learn how, which won't be never. What are you talking about, Billy? Was I a happy boy Sunday? You're talking about the Chiefs. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the game. Yeah, I was good. Enjoyed watching it. I was happy for the Chiefs. Of course, that day I had walked and was wearing my Chiefs gear and said, if I make it all the way, the Chiefs are guaranteed to win. Hey, I was right. But yeah, I enjoyed the game. When the Eagles drove down, made the 2-point conversion, immediately looked at the clock, saw 5:15, and said, no, Mahomes is going to trot down and win the game. That's way too much time. And Comfort Doll says, I was in a local production of Shrek the Musical. I've done that one, but I'm not a good actor. Let me guess, Comfort Doll. You were, let's see. Could you have done Pinocchio? Could have been Pinocchio. Could have been the Mama Bear. I'm sure you were definitely a character. Listen up, puppet. You were the Wicked Witch. There you go. Oh, and you're in the freak flag number. I can't remember your good line. Let your freak flag wave. Let your freak flag wave. Never take it down. I did Shrek, oh gosh, like 8 to 10 years ago in Guthrie, Oklahoma at the Pollard Theater. I was the music director. What fun. My favorite part was the little number where you have the little girl and then the teenage girl and then the adult Fiona. I know it's today is the name, the number. And it starts with little Fiona. We had just the best, like 9-year-old girl who could sing. And then it goes to the teenager, and then they all three sing at the end. I was bawling in the pit every time that little girl was so perfect. Yeah, Freak Flag's one of my favorite. I did a transcription off the original that's not in the book of Donkey's song. They had like Donkey Pot Pie, and instead of that we did, no, it's Make a Move. Make a Move. I had to transcribe the last half of that with the 3 blind mice because what you got in the book wasn't nearly as good as what was in the Broadway musical. That was a fun number too. Yeah, welcome to Dulac. Farquad. We had a perfect Farquad too. Had a perfect Farquad. Fat Daddy says, what size shirt do you wear? And what do you think of George Carlin's view on people named Todd? I love that routine, actually. Todd. Hi, Tucker. I'm Todd. Janet says, my favorite thing is tell people what fairy tale donkey is from. Yeah, I'm with you. It's been too long. I can't remember all the songs in Shrek, but it sure was fun. I just had like a 4-piece combo. But I think that's one of the first songs we used a system. I think Symphonia is the name of it, where as the music director, instead of conducting, I'm tapping on my keyboard, and it plays all the parts we didn't have in the pit. So it's like, but I had a live drummer and a live bass player, and maybe a live second keys or violin or something like that. I don't have a favorite Megadeth song. I don't really listen to them. Shrek was definitely one of the good ones. Morning Person. What a great opener for Act 2. What a great opener for Act 2. I've always been a morning person, a morning gal. Hooray. I don't like to sing on streams. It's not me. Oh. I don't have a favorite Megadeth song. Not really my cup of tea. I'm more of a musical theater guy. Probably going to find me listening to soundtracks. Got to take off, Comfortall says, but enjoy the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for keeping me company. And we will see you later around the internet. Be well, you too. Night, country. Fat Daddy says his favorite Megadeth song is a Tout Le Monde. Okay. Or is that French? Tout Le Monde. All you have to do is drop a few consonants and you get French. Tout Le Monde. Coming up on 4 miles, guys. We're on the 4-mile lap. We're at 3.81 now, but we're coming up on it. And Billy says, I've seen Vaughn thinks you were threatening him. Yeah, the context for that, and I think it's either the only post I made in that stream or one of two. They were showing Vaughn in a room somewhere, people that didn't know him. And I said, Vaughn is lucky that I didn't go in there in the context of, I would have told all those people about it. And they wouldn't have near as good a time. But for some reason, he takes that completely out of context and said it's a threat. So, whatever. It's all about Vaughn. He's the victim. Let him play victim. Fat Daddy says, hell yeah, Gray Alien. I'm a big fan of yours. Awesome to hear. Gray Alien Headset. New album, pretty good. Euthanasia is a great album. Train of Consequences is his favorite. Okay. Gotcha. Gray Alien, Tatted says, Vaughn took a shot at the Dead Midnight. It was so funny. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, Midnight. I just wanted to let you all know that I'm doing okay. I can't quite do the Hicksville, Kentucky voice that you do. It was a great stream. Oh, sweat's getting in my eyes. Tatted says, yeah, he doesn't like me at all. The JHJ comment hurts. I know. I remember the streams. I remember when you guys used to interview. Jingly Keys. It's impossible. RE3 JHJ. Those codes don't mean anything. Except they do. Except I'm going to go have to dig up my DD214 and see what my separation code was. I don't even remember. My re-enlistment code was RE1, I know that. Although I hear now there's RE1A, I didn't even know that existed. I've never heard of RE1A. Which apparently means they really want you back. Whatever. I was I kind of regret my decision to leave after 4 years, but I was a little disgruntled that they made me play euphonium because they found another tuba player that they thought was good enough or would fit in the band well. And instead of hiring a euphonium player, they said, oh, you can play euphonium, why don't you switch over? Because that's a lot of work. And I like playing tuba. It's whatever. It's whatever. Mine is RE1 and my code I forgot. Mine's A1 something. I can't remember. See, they changed. I just admitted it. They changed the re-enlistment codes. Or maybe RE1A always existed and I just didn't know anything about it. I didn't really care. I'm not a recruiter. I don't give a shit. I know I was done. I did my 4-year contract and I left. And then I thought I was going to be an orchestral tuba player. So I'll go down to Lawrence and get a master's degree in tuba performance, and I'll play in a big orchestra. I'll win an audition, LA Phil, Chicago Symphony, something like that. I'm going to win a big time audition because I'm the greatest tuba player that ever lived. And then I started taking the audition tours, and there were 90 guys there just as good as me. Fat Daddy says, yeah, I'm an RE1 too. Code, I'm not sure. Because nobody cares. Nobody ever needs to know that information. I didn't get booted out, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah. Didn't we all not get booted out? Oh gosh, I missed the 4-minute mile. We're at 68:20, 4.02 miles, 423 calories. Sorry about that. And I am getting tired. Probably because of the extra speed and the extra incline. Might have something to do with it. We are still doing a 17-minute mile though. OBK, expiration of term of service. I'll just have to go dig it out. 625 feet we've done, by the way, guys. It's a bunch. I mean, nobody was particularly exasperated or particularly upset or happy that I was leaving. It was just my time to go. It's part of the service bands, really. Not too many people stay more than 4 years in a basement. It's fairly uncommon. Didn't have a lot of oldsters. The guys that were really good would move on to eventually the national bands, or they'd move somewhere else in the fleet. Yeah, it's whatever. Not a ton of turnover, but there's some. Now the little bass bands, there's a ton of turnover. But people don't last there long at all. They tend to gravitate into the better bass bands. Always wanted to do airman of note. Never really had an opportunity when I was in the Air Force. But I thought I would have fit in that group real well. They just always had good rhythm section players and didn't have any need. Did get to play with Dave Steinmeier, who led that group when I was active several times. Really nice guy. And I'd seen him at Disney. In fact, he might have been part of the reason I actually went to the Air Force. I think he might have been at the tuba conference when I won the mock military band audition. I think he might have been there. Pointing me a little more towards the Air Force recruiter. But really nice guy. Fat Daddy says, here's a fun fact. I actually got out in August 2001, so obviously the following month, September 11th happened. And I got forced back in to serve some inactive time. Wow. Vaughn would have never, ever been notified. Never even been notified. Yeah, you're right about that. They didn't want Vaughn at all. 70-minute mark, guys. We got 40 minutes to go. About. Whew. 28:09. That was even close. About 28 minutes to go. My bad. 101, not 110. I keep making that mistake. Super tired. My calves feel good. Imagine that. I think my calves are like rocks now. And that extra incline, you gotta push harder with your calves. I think they're really getting hard now. No one wants one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh. Except me, says Blue. I want him to shuffle off this mortal coil tonight. Well, hey, we got one of his channels knocked down. I don't know if it's whole channel, but we got a strike on him. Holly in hell, hi there. You can do it, Holly says. Thank you. I can do it, and I'm going to do it. We only have 26 and a half minutes to go. We're definitely going to do it. If we can keep the sweat out of our eyes, I'm going to have to go buy a headband. I thought cutting my hair would do enough. I'm dripping. My forehead's dripping. Heart rate's 140, guys. We're ticking. 135. Maybe that was just a mild uptick. Fat Daddy says, I don't do cardio, but I still lift weights. I squatted 405 for 7 reps today. Holy cow. Did 4 sets of 7 reps. Wow. Then did leg presses, leg curls, and hamstring curls. Can barely walk. Yeah. Leg day, huh? Yeah. I've only been doing just barbell stuff. Yeah. Just presses and curls and the flies. The flies are what get me. Even with a light barbell, those flies hurt. Gray Alien says, I think this is going to be the year for Vaughn. He will lose everything. Maybe. Could be. Could be interesting to watch, couldn't it? Oh. I do Zumba, says Holly in hell, with all the other old ladies. Zumba with the old ladies at the gym. I love it. Nothing wrong with Zumba. All the old ladies. All the old ladies. G-Man ever press 225? Asked Blue of Tatted Tech. I never saw him do anything. Did anybody ever see G-Man press anything? I remember him being at a gym once using a machine wrong. Or my compromise of 200 pounds. That's about what I'm set up to do on my home machine. It's about 200. I think that's all the weight I've got. Probably max my bar out. No, I'm not going to be doing presses at 200. Not today. We'll get into weight training next month. Fat Daddy asks, isn't G-Man in good shape? He used to jog all the time. Who knows? Is G-Man asexual? That's Holly in hell. I often wonder. Lou says G-Man is in good shape. His marathon times would not lend credence to your theory, sir. They're not very good. He's not. Okay. Yeah, it's just marathon. Remember the Indigo affair? Why, yes, I do. Oh, he's not asexual. Good. He's not asexual, but he is in good shape. But his marathon times leave a lot to be desired. Not that I can comment, I don't do marathons anymore. Fat Daddy says, according to Shanny and Rev, G-Man used to slay pussy. Okay. Anyone who can run a marathon is in good shape. That's fair. Fair. I saw G-Man put his legs over his head. He's very flexible. He says, Carrie needs love. Hi, Carrie needs love. Welcome to our treadmill show, which is almost 4.5 miles now. We'll have those numbers momentarily. Just sit. Stay. Good. Folks, we have done 4.5 miles in 76 minutes and 18 seconds. Meanwhile, burned 473 calories. Round of applause. She was not. She was just a grifter. I assume, we're talking about Indigo. Oh, I see where Holly said, yeah. I was not around for the Indigo days. Wasn't Indigo trans? No. Indigo was a short little gal with big old boobies. Just a grifter. Definitely a scammer. Definitely a scammer. My bad, Blue. Just a rumor I heard. That heart rate's staying in the high 140s, which is pretty good. It's gonna make you sweat for sure. Indigo wasn't trans, says Fat Daddy. She just has huge natural tits. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently Vaughn got to see in front of his kids, which is a little bit creepy. Wow, lots of posts. Freedom Deep is here. It says, howdy, Todd. Got my treadmill exercise as well. 76 minutes is amazing. Thanks for the inspiration to get off my bum and move. Good for you, getting up your bum. Thanks for coming by. Gray Alien says, G-Man lost 3,000. Vaughn got scammed out of 3,000. Then he may have donated 3,000. What is it with 3,000 in locales? And Jeffrey Spicoli, hey, hi gang, still no lawsuit summons. Any day now, Jeffrey, just be patient. Any day now. Vaughn has said it, he can't lie. Just be patient, man. Oh, this pace is ridiculous. 17-minute miles, just on the edge of what I'm going to be able to do right now. Lou says, I thought for sure you'd get the summons today at Jeffrey Spicoli. He doesn't even know that your character is from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. How can Vaughn know so many pop culture references and not recognize Sean Penn as Jeff Spicoli? How is that possible? Imagine the rage after the next court date about the inventory of the estate. Oh, he'll just lie about it. He'll say he's winning. He said he had a major victory in circuit court or something stupid. District court, whatever the hell it is. Ooh. Can someone help me? Asked Holly in hell. I don't really understand. Does Vaughn own Larry's place? Or does Larry own Vaughn's house? What is the story with all of that? Larry is renting a trailer that was part of Vaughn's mother's estate. So nobody owns it right now, it's in probate. Also, nobody ever drew up a new lease, so Larry has no idea who to pay or how much to pay. There's no lease. So he's perfectly legitimate, staying in there for no rent until somebody tells him otherwise, legally. Whew. Fat Daddy says, Jeff Spicoli, remember the Trailer Mania? Troller Mania. That shit was epic. And Gray Alien adds, it's a blue. Maybe it's a mystical number. 3K. It's possible. Hey guys, 80 minutes. 80 minutes even, mark. And we're coming up on 4 3/4 miles. Heart rate 144. Apparently I'm continuing to get tired. Holly in Hell says, thank you, I really appreciate it. No problem. Coming up on 4 3/4 miles. And folks, it's going to be about 8.5 minutes. 80 minutes and 31 seconds. 4 3/4 miles, exactly 500 calories burned. You're not even winded. I don't sound winded. I feel winded. I'm having a lot more difficulty speaking and chatting with you guys than I usually do. But thank you for that. Thank you for the encouragement. We got about 18 minutes left to finish 19 laps. Interested to see what my vertical distance is. We've got that incline pushed higher today. Oh. Vertical distance, 742 feet. We've climbed the mountain, 743 now, climbing that mountain. Oh, Fat Daddy says, Larry brags about not paying rent, and I hate Vaughn, but I hope Larry is banking that rent after bragging online about not paying rent. Yeah, just in case. It's probably not real smart. But again, if he had a verbal agreement with Alice, and Alice died, the verbal agreement is null and void. The previous executor should have drawn up a new lease, or a new agreement at least. Apparently didn't happen. Holly says, I'm impressed. Treadmill, reading and talking. Can barely do one at a time. And Blue adds, yeah, who is he supposed to pay? He said he was paying the estate attorney, which is weird because, I mean, when his, whatever relation he is to little Jim Frost, was managing the estate, you think you could just give it to him, but it's whatever. There should have been something in writing. Good point, Blue, but I don't trust courts. Yeah, I don't trust courts either. And I sure don't trust Larry, because you'll remember for months and months, Larry told us he was the only renter. And that turned out to not be true. Because now there's a woman that paid for a brand new heater herself or something in one of the trailers. So, you know, what the hell, Larry? Don't tell me you're the only renter, and then next thing you know, there's this lady down there. Always get things in writing, absolutely. Where's my name? Gray Alien says that Fat Daddy. Larry said he has the rent saved up, but no one ever told him officially who to give it to. Probably true. Oh. I'm going to hold off on the reading of the chat for a minute. Catch my breath a bit. We're getting close. I am really sweating. This is the heaviest sweat workout wear I've worn yet, and it's heavy. And it's really making me sweaty. And we're going farther and faster than we've ever gone before today. So I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the walk. Vertical distance 767 now. Heart rate's still right up 140, right at that, right there. 15:11 remaining. I think we can make another 15 minutes. No problem. Couldn't be doing that wearing a sweatshirt. I'm barely doing it wearing a sweatshirt, but I really want to sweat a lot. This is, for me, this is just something I was used to. I used to wrestle in high school and junior high. Sometimes you had to make that weight in a day or two. You just went out and ran in the heaviest clothes you could wear. So it's what I know. I know it helps you lose weight quick. Only treadmill. Mostly, I do some light barbell work in the mornings. But as far as working out, right now we're just focusing on trying to get down to 200 by March. That's the goal. And the treadmilling, to me, is the fastest way to shed the weight. Sweat, 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 calorie, calorie, calorie. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on through February. Hashtag 200 by March. Again, it's what I know. Same thing in the military. You had to make weight next month. You start eating less and you start running. And if it gets real tight and you're not quite the weight, you put on the sweatsuit and go run for a couple hours. You'll sweat it out. All right, 13 and a half to go. See how fast it's going? We passed the 5 mile mark and I missed it, but right now we're at 85 minutes, 35 seconds, 5.05 miles, 532 calories. Ollie says, I used to be really fat. I lost 150 pounds. Well, good for you. That's impressive right there. I don't think I've ever been over 250. I think at 235 is probably about as much as I've ever been. And I weighed in at the doctor. I could go back and look at my old doctor records, but I don't recall ever being higher than 235, honestly. I was 185 forever. I was as skinny as a rail in school, through college, and the Air Force. Yeah, you're welcome, Holly. I only got fat when I got older. The eggs and banana diet, I was not a fan. Yeah, there you go. It's always raw eggs. I don't know what it is about raw eggs in training. Fast protein, I guess. What about this new shot that's been approved for weight loss? That's That's the Tulsa Men's Clinic they've been advertising. I'm looking into it. I think I might go. I can't remember the name of it. I just heard it on the radio today. But they say they know how to dose it. They know how to help you out. I know quite a few people around in my theater circles that have used Tulsa Men's Clinic and had really good results. So I'm convincing myself more and more every day I should call them up and make an appointment. I keep saying, oh, let the GP finish me with the hard test and all that crap. Kind of find a way out of it. Plus, I won't spend the money. I'm sure it's not cheap. I'm sure it's not cheap. Stuff like that's never cheap. Holly says, my husband has a belly. He's 64, swims 5 times a week, doesn't drink, but that belly won't leave. Yeah, it really bothers him. It's a plateau. Yeah, I know how that feels. And it's all part of the getting older, the low T thing. To the plateau. Hence the thinking about looking into the men's clinic. Oh. 810 feet vertical distance. Wow. That's a long way up, guys. About 10 and a half minutes to go. All right, coming up on 5 1/4 miles. Another 5 1/4 mile time. It's 88 minutes and 57 seconds. 552 calories burned. We might get to 600, guys. We're gonna get close. Vertical distance is now 817 feet. Wow. Hydrate after. Oh yeah, I got a big glass of cold water. Always make that up before I even start the video. Sitting on my desk waiting for me. Probably should bring some with me, but I don't usually drink while I'm working out. 5 1/4 miles. Vaughn would have died 4 miles back. Probably. Hey Wilson, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Vaughn would have died 4 miles back. Coming up on 90 minutes walked. It's going to leave us with 10. Because the machine can only go to 99.00. And that's 90 minutes mark, 5.31 miles, 560 calories. Vaughn would be dead. Especially at this faster pace. Thank you, Ollie. Says you're really doing great. I was mad today. I said I'm going to put some extra speed on this thing. I'm going to put a little extra incline on this thing. And I'm going to beat it out of the treadmill. My channel got struck. Not happy camper, as you can see on my ticker below. Not a happy camper today, especially since my appeal got denied. Come on, guys. It's the same appeal you granted twice. Now all of a sudden it doesn't work. Come on. Let's be a little more consistent. I get that the bots are going to flag words that are spoken on my channel by them. And I get that. And I told them that. I said, I get it. But here's the deal. I'm reviewing them. I've got a banner up that says I don't agree with them. And we discuss it. We chat about it in my side chat. This guy's an idiot. How can he say these things? But I guess YouTube wants to hide their head in the sand and pretend people like that don't exist. Whatever. It's their platform. It's their forum. Oh, I wish I could express to you how much I'm wet inside this thing. How wet I am. Well, you get to see it. If you hang with me for the way out, you get to see me take this thing off, and it's not going to be pretty, I can tell you. Heart rate, 148. Whew. It's getting up there. holding that heart rate up 130, 140, 148. That's going to move some sweat. I think I'm pretty much convinced myself I don't have any kind of cardiac problem. I don't think I could pull this off. For a guy that's getting an ECG in less than a week and getting a 48-hour monitor, I don't seem like I have any heart problems. But whatever. Whatever you say, Doc. Order the tests. Vertical's now 849 feet. When we make 900. It's a big mountain to climb. Wilson says it might be a fair use thing. Well, even with the banners, it might not be seen as transformative. I don't think so, because it's a live, free broadcast. It's not behind a paywall. It's not intellectual property. It's not copywritten or trademarked. You see all over YouTube people sniping and reviewing other people's live streams that aren't behind a paywall. It's not the problem. And that's never what I get flagged for. I get flagged for medical misinformation. Every time. Every time. Hey guys, 5.5 miles, 93:10, 93 minutes, 10 seconds, 580 calories. I think we're going to make 600. That's a lot of calories. Now my legs are getting tired. But we're going to make it. We only have another 6.5 minutes. We're definitely going to make this. And I think tomorrow, if I back it back down to 3.3 speed and 2.0 incline, it'll feel great. Hey, Adam Everywhere's here. Hi, Adam. To qualify as reviewing for fair use, you have to change the original product at least 30%. Yeah, if you think your production is 100%, 70% of it can be their work. But I'm not getting flagged for that. I'm getting flagged for medical misinformation. I'm not getting flagged for copyright violation or trademark infringement or anything like that. I get flagged for what they say. And when I tell them I'm reviewing what they say, I don't agree with what they say, I didn't say it, YouTube doesn't care. Just from intermittent fasting, a fat drunk is down to 260. All right, way to go, Wilson. Getting morning wood. Concentration improved greatly. Energy levels skyrocketed. That's the part I want. Energy levels skyrocketed. 868 feet up, 424 remaining. Adam, Father Jay just records on shows and puts them up. No live chat, no comments after, but not during. You can't even, it's like a premiere. And he's not getting flagged. I'm getting flagged because J-Dubs and crew are flagging me for medical misinformation. Every time they say, you know what, which I don't want this thing getting flagged. It says right there, we removed your content, here's why. 3.5 minutes. Adam says, I'm down to my high school weight, and I haven't done a single thing this year. It's probably the dabs. Might have a little to do with it. I'm kidding him. I have no idea what it was before. We might make it around to 5 3/4 miles. Here we got 3 minutes remaining. We're at 5.66. 596 calories. We're definitely making 600. I love that J Cups is now a flat earther. Don't you know? Don't you though? He's all tied up in that vortex thing when he doesn't realize that's just a point of view. Most solar system models show it as if you're moving with the sun in the same frame of reference. As soon as you're like moving slower than the sun or behind the sun, yeah, and you tilt the frame angle of reference up, all the planets have to go with the sun. He's just stupid. He's just stupid. 600 calories, we just hit it. 5.7 miles. 96 minutes, 38 seconds. We're going to go ahead and kill these. We're not going to listen to music anymore today. It's common knowledge that the Earth is shaped like a D20. 20-sided die, for those of you who aren't into Dungeons and Dragons or whatever gaming you like. A D20 would be a 20-sided die. Often used in fantasy games. Use dice rolls to determine outcomes. Almost 5 3/4 now. We're going to make it. And our 5 3/4 mile time is 97 minutes, 23 seconds, 605 calories. Wow. 2.5 minutes, or 1.5 minutes left. Excuse me, and we'll have a 2-minute cool down after that. Glad I'm almost done. Let me tell you, I'm beat. It's going to be a good sleep tonight. Papa's Delight says, is that the only thing you're doing is walking, counting calories or anything? I'm certainly eating a lot better. Not sitting around eating chips and candy, drinking sodas. I do some light barbell work in the morning. That's about it. The walking is the biggest. The walking and the eating less. Yeah, I don't specifically count calories, but I just eat smarter. I don't eat huge dinners at 10 o'clock in the evening like I used to. I eat a couple of sandwiches at 7 o'clock. And don't go right to bed kind of stuff. All right, 30 seconds to go, guys. Even less. 20 seconds. Vertical distance, 908 feet. That's way up. Another 10 seconds. And the machine will knock into cool down mode. Some of the speed off, knock the incline completely off. 3, 2, 1. Cool down, 2 minutes. There goes our incline off. Speed was reduced to 3.0. We were at 3.5. That's about 20% speed down. I don't know if you can tell. You can probably hear the belt going slower now. Oh. Cool down's important. Keep the legs moving at a little slower pace. You'll want to stay tuned for my way out because I'm telling you, it's going to be super entertaining watching me take this wet thing off. You are not going to want to miss it, folks. Some impressive stuff. Any crunches or flutter kicks while laying down? Not yet, not yet. First month, weight loss. Mixing it up helps. Hope you're drinking. Yeah, I am drinking tons of water. I've got a great water machine at work. I drink water all day. We'll get into the weight training and the push-ups, sit-ups, crunches kind of stuff next month. I'm an old wrestler kid. I know how to lose weight by walking, jogging, in the sweatsuit. Works really well for me. I have kind of plateaued the last few days, but I think it's just a natural plateau, and we're going to get by it here in a little bit. But thank you for the suggestion and the encouragement. We will get there. We will definitely start mixing it up. March 1st, hashtag 200 by March. First goal is goal 1. Okay, 17, 16. A few more steps, and we're going to go home and weigh out. I'm going to guess 198.2-ish. Pretty close to 198 today. I bet we burned a good 2 pounds. We started at 200.4. Excuse me, 220.4. And we're done. Workout summary. Laps 23.7. Average speed 3.5, whatever scale that is. Average incline was 2.9. Average calories an hour 370. Average minute a mile 17 minutes 8 seconds. Average heart rate 128. We did vertical distance of 910 feet. Great workout. Time doesn't matter. 5.94 miles, 624 calories, guys. So good job. Let's go ahead and turn the thing off. All right, we're out of here. Stay tuned for me to take off this wet sweatshirt. It'll be great. Many lulls will be had. Oh, it's nice and cool out. 50s. Whew. That was, I'm feeling that one. Feeling that one. Like I said, I was pissed about my channel, so I thought I'd take it out on the old treadmill today. And boy, did I. Oh, beautiful night out. Beautiful clear sky, stars. Supposed to be some rain coming in tonight. Maybe severe weather. Make sure I go in the right place. Okay, walk by my Hyundai. This is my apartment. Tried to go in the wrong apartment the other day. It's weird. And we're back. Switch this critter. Switch this to the back camera so we can do our way out. Yeah, it's good. Kick the shoes off. Oh, wow. That hurts my lower legs. My calf muscles are screaming. Okay, you ready for this, guys? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. This is going to be nasty. Promise. It's wet. It's so wet. Oh, it's so gross feeling. Oh, I don't know. It probably didn't translate the camera. How wet my arm hairs are. Look at my shirt. Oh, God. Look at the sweat on my undershirt. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. Okay. Ready for way out? Let's do this thing. Here we go. See where we're at. Hope you saw that okay. 218.0. We were right on with our guess there. 218.0. So we lost 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds today. So I'll take that all day, any day. That's a good quick. It's about what I remember from wrestling days. Lose maybe maximum about 3 pounds, just running and sweating it out. Thank you guys for being here with me. Appreciate it. I was not in a good mood when I started, and I'm in a much better mood now. And we'll just have a week off from Vaughn Snipes. And that'll be that. Oh, oops. I'm going to down the rest of that water and get something to eat and probably go to bed early tonight. So thank you guys for all being here. Appreciate your comments. And we will do it again tomorrow. Till then, have a great night. Bye-bye.